Weigel,
Here.
Waitmeyer,
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
That's 10 present.
Quorum is present. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led this evening by Alderman Chaplesky.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under item D, we have no public hearings this evening, so we will go right into E, which is citizen participation. This is an opportunity for residents to address the council on matters of interest to them. We ask that you keep your comments to about 5 minutes. Does anybody wish to address the council under citizen participation? Please give us your name and address.
My name is Tracy Stefanski. I live at 1982 South 75th Street. And the previous council meeting, I wasn't here when they appointed Eric, so I'd like to offer him congratulations for being appointed to the Common Council. So that's what I want to say.
Thank you very much for taking only 15 seconds. Does anybody else wish to address the council under citizen participation? Okay, seeing none, we will close citizen participation. We will move to item F on your agendas on page 2. Our standing committees are going to be meeting during recess this evening. Those room numbers are listed on page 2. Mayor's report this evening, handful of things, a lot of things going on in the city. A few things I want to mention, and I'm probably going to forget a couple, but on June 8th, the Friends of La Follette Park is having a movie night. They are showing the movie Early Man. It starts at dusk. They will have snacks for sale. The bouncy house will be open starting at 7. Please bring your own chairs and non-alcoholic beverages, and there is a sponsorship for this by PNC Bank. Excuse me. The Mayor's Challenge is now open if you want to sign up for that. Thanks, allergies. It actually started at a la carte this past weekend, which is another thing I just want to briefly touch on and thank the bid and all the volunteers for another incredible event in the downtown, as well as all the city staff that assisted in the happening and the prep and making it work. Downtown looked great, a lot of good reviews. But back to the Mayor's Challenge. You can sign up online, the activity tracking, where we encourage everybody to move 30 minutes a day. For most days, it begins on July 16th, and it closes on Wednesday, August 15th. And you can log your minutes online, and we have prizes and incentives, and there will be a kickoff walk, which isn't really a kickoff because it's in the middle of it, but I'm sorry, it is in the beginning of it. We're going to have a walk at Liberty Heights Park, a 1-mile walk with the community. We did that last year and the year before, and it's always very well received and well attended. So, last thing I want to mention is the West Allis Fire Department has their open house on June 16th. That's a Saturday from 10 to 2. That is a great family event. They have displays, fire equipment demonstrations, an obstacle course for the kids. Double B's lunch will be available for purchase. They have fire hose target practice and lots of other things going on. So that is on June 16th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. That does conclude the mayor's report. Do we have any reports this evening from the alderpersons?
Divine.
Alderman Barzak?
I want to take an opportunity. West Allis a la carte course was on Sunday, and I have the honor of getting beer tenders together for a tent, and I really want to thank the almost world-famous beer tenders, my son Eric Barzak, my nephew Todd Barzak, a good friend of mine Al Mauerman, and a good friend of mine Jeff Sickich, who also is a school board member. The 5 of us ran the tent, and I guess our totals are somewhere around $6,000 to $7,000 that we raised for the bid and for the Christmas parade. So I just want to thank those volunteers that helped out. We don't get paid, we don't take the tips, we don't take anything. We strictly do it for the fun of it. And it is a lot of fun, and we're honored to do it. So again, those that helped, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Alderman. Any other alderpersons' reports?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Vitale?
yeah, I would like to report the fact that I was very happy that about 4 weeks ago I received an email from Sally Nuzlocke from the Health Department. So, and we had like a walkthrough in my district, on the east end. And the fact that is, I did appreciate it, many departments, people that were at the walkthrough, and I think it was in some way, I found, I know that the area has some problems from long time, it seems many of the citizens in that area, some new ones or absentee landlord, they don't really follow through with the upkeeping of their property. And to me, I appreciated that some of the guys within the building inspection and the health department, they pinpoint some of the downfall is causing, a neighborhood to deteriorate. So mayors, you were there too, just as well, and I believe you see it yourself, what's really happens. So if you drive it through on our city streets, you drive it through the, just in front of a house, well, you don't see really many times what really happens in the backyard or through the alley. And that's fact of life. And some people sometimes they call it says, well, the city doesn't do enough. Well, the city does a lot. But the fact is that it takes the participations and the work of everyone, whether it's in the East End or anywhere within our city. But don't just talk about the city doesn't do enough. I hear for so many people in my district, of course, to me it's not really, I tell them, it's not the appropriate comment to make. I think the city spent money on baiting some of the sewers. The city's been spending money already in many ways. So the city and the people work within our structures. They try to do the best to make things happen and try to improve, to enhance our neighborhood. And that's what's happened here. It doesn't take just the building inspection to go through, or the health department to go through our neighborhood and do something, but the fact that it takes the effort of our citizenry, that's where the biggest problem we're facing with, really. Years ago was not the case, really was. The percentage was a lot less with maintenance, the exterior maintenance of the properties. But today, it's a big factor, really, that really happens in many parts of our city. Myself, I'm talking for the East End. So myself, I feel was a positive, I believe, walk through the district, and I appreciate all the guys from forestry and everybody else that really show up. I did appreciate that. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Any other alderpersons' reports?
Mayor Devine.
Alderperson Ranky.
I also want to make mention of our grand celebration of the a la carte and publicly thank Diane and Emily Einecker, Don Falk, who are very instrumental and work very, very hard for our community for this particular celebration to make it a success. But I also want to thank the many, many, many volunteers that volunteered their time to also make it a success. It was a wonderful a la carte celebration, and thousands of people were present. My celebrations committee had a tent, and if I have the mayor's permission, I'd like to tell a little story, if I could, regarding what, our last customers. The last customers that we had were a young man pushing for his mom. A wheelchair, thank you. He was pushing a wheelchair for his mom, and they both contributed. The mom wasn't as happy as the son, but the son, he spun the wheel, and he landed on a toothbrush. We had many prizes, but the toothbrush was the one that he got. And when he got the toothbrush, he happened to have a big, broad smile and one tooth in the front of his mouth. That's all he had. So we felt very badly for him, so actually, he got a couple prizes, not just a toothbrush. But I wanted to share that because it was very humorous, but he was so happy to get the toothbrush for his one tooth. I hope you didn't mind, Mayor.
Kind of speechless, alderperson, but I'm glad we allowed Wauwatosa residents to visit our festival. Is there any other alderperson's reports this evening?
Thank you, Mayor.
Mayor Devine,
Alderperson Lysick.
I move for approval of the minutes of the Common Council regular meeting of May 15th, 2018.
Second.
There's a motion, there's a second. Is there any discussion or changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Items not referred to committee, we are going to hold item 2 until our next meeting and refer item 3 to the city attorney. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
It's a motion by Alderman Weigel, a second by Alderman May. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Standing committee reports, we have none.
Mayor Devine,
Alderman Lysick.
I move that we stand in recess until conclusion of the committee meetings.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderperson Ranky. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are in recess.
No, it's great.
That's why it's